Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond, welcome to our stream number 287 on this beautiful 27th of November 2025. On this beautiful, I hardly can say differently, and hardly beautiful Thursday evening, morning, or what it might be for you. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling full of power, energy, and love. And that's all we need, friends, right? Love is all we need. How are you feeling on this day? How is your life going? Please tell everything and everything that you like or don't like. Here we go, friends. So today we are going to continue what we have started yesterday, what we have started actually already weeks, for a week at least. We are back to our geography tour. I'm trying to improve my geographical knowledge. We are doing that by different things. We are, for example, going through something what I call 2D GeoGuessr, where we are just clicking on a map to find places like countries, cities, or capitals in this regard. What we're going to do today. Maybe we will do also what we have found yesterday, a beautiful new game, which is maybe already or is not yet improved by also the developer, which we have met luckily yesterday. What I'm talking about is actually this. I'm gonna show it to you right away. It is Map Marvel, and we got the luck somehow that Map Marvel is developed by one of us viewers, which we have met actually on our GeoGuessr or 2D GeoGuessr tour. A Fractive's friend, Merguez, I think was his or her name, who's actually developing this game, and it is really interesting, but not totally perfect yet. So maybe at some point it is going to be improved, and we will do that and use that even more. And hello there, Wally. How great to see you. How are you feeling today, Wally? How are you doing? Holy Wally is back with us. I just want to try it out right away. Is it maybe already better? But I'm not sure if we can try it out if no one else is here, because I think that might be not working actually. Devoplane, ahoy my friend, how are you doing? How is your computer setup going on? setup actually, right? Are you ready to go for some streams, some new journeys on your ship? Oh, I know when I will get the PC. Oh, so far you did not receive it even. Ah, I see. So when is the day? When is the day? And Mr. or Mrs. Unchangedivination, thank you very much for your message. Welcome on Kick and on our stream. Please leave a follow, but thank you for your services in any regard. Thank you that you're with us, and I wish you a beautiful day. Devilblane writes, it will be during December. But I thought you said that you're going to stream in about the week, like in a week or so. Actually, in a week, it's already December. That was the original plan. So there are some delays, but things change, I see. But still, new PC is coming. That is the most important thing. I was thinking about the new notebook as well, but I thought it's not really going to help much with my stream itself, or the quality of the stream in this way. Devil Blame writes, I will be streaming though before it. Oh, great. That is even better. Do you have an exact date when you're going to start? So friends, let me try out. Is that actually maybe working now? I don't know if someone can maybe join Wally or someone. If you may gonna join this session. Let me try to give it to you. Let me try to give it to you. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Not yet next week. Okay, cool. But how are you feeling? Are you like perfectly fine again? Or do I feel it right that there is something a little bit not perfect yet? Wally, thank you for writing it down. I think it's not so important though. You're fine? Very cool. That makes me happy. That makes me happy, definitely. Wally, may you just join? That would be cool. If you can join and we can try out. Because at the moment I think you did not join yet. I am there but can't join. Wait, you are here? Maybe I have to refresh. Oh, you are. I have to refresh actually. There you are. And Devil Blame Rise, I can join in a bit like in 50 minutes. Alright, would be cool as well. Anyone else who would like to join? We are going to try out map Marvel. So far we are already 2 players here. But I'm not sure if Marguez, like the developer of this, has already yeah, let's try it out with Wally first, if it's gonna work. Let's go for capitals. Let's go for capitals. Wow, that was loud. Wait a second, friends. I'm gonna reduce that. Okay, Wally, can you write what is the capital of Zimbabwe, friends? Harare, I think. Can you write Harare? Okay. It works. It is working. Oh my god. It is already working. So actually Marguez has improved it already. So we can now like do the guessings together and we're getting the points depending on how fast we were. So that is cool. Capital of Turkey is Ankara. Ankara. Yeah, Wally has it as well. Very cool. It is working. Friends, we can use the site now. We can officially now use this site for doing our GeoGuessr things. I'm gonna... yeah, I'm not so good with capitals yet as well. Because as you may remember, we have started with just the countries. And yesterday we started with the capitals. Croatia, it is Zagreb. Wally is on fire. Wally, you're very good. So friends, if you want to join, I'm not sure. Is it possible to join even if the game is already going? That would be actually cool. I'm not sure if someone can try it out, but if you would like to join, try to use this link and the code, which you can see here, the session code. Let me try to copy it. Yeah, thank you, Wally. Capital of Libya. Capital of Libya. Can't remember at the moment. What is it actually? It's jumping around. It's not want to tell us. Tripoli, right? Isn't it like Tripoli? Oh, what happened? It is Tripoli. Of course it is. Okay, I think I would like to reduce the sound a little bit more as well. Still a bit loud. Capital of Mozambique. So Mozambique is that one. But how is the capital? Actually, I can't remember the capital. Oh, Maro. Devil Brain writes, I'm actually gonna be traveling at some point. Yeah? When? What are your plans? I don't know what the capital is. Maputo. Indeed, it is Maputo. Gonna be visiting some of my friends. All over Europe or where? Maputo it was. Okay, friends, so the cool thing is it is working. But I think we are for now going to continue with this version because we can stop in any time and not have to continue. What do you think? Is it like Ramallah? Ramallah was right. Yeah. France, Italy, and Montenegro. You have friends in Montenegro? Interesting. That sounds nice. Is it going to be in the new year? Or already in December or something? Capital of Russia. The moss and the cow. Next year. Cool. I was a little bit faster. There. That's great, man. That's really cool. If you're on your way over Georgia, you can maybe come by as well. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be in Georgia this time, so we have to talk about it. Pokegesh friends. There's a Pokemon in our chat. Also the capital of... That would be pretty fun, right? That would be really funny. Ashgabat or something. Ashgabat. I'm not sure if that is written right, actually. It was. No, it was not. Ashgabat. I'm very happy that the app is a little bit beginner friendly, especially in regards of grammatical wrong writing. Portugal. Capital of Portugal. Lisbon. Lisbon, is it written in English? Yeah. One of my friends is pretty wild. He lives in a medieval town. Yeah, I mean, it could be everywhere in Germany. It has everything medieval, actually. Mid and evil, especially. Capital of Angola. So Angola is here. What was the capital of it? Can't remember, actually. In Italy, ah. What is that? Luanda. Yeah. Luanda. Actually, it is here visible, right? So it's a little bit of a cheating, actually. Got any plans to move away from Georgia? Yeah, the current situation is that officially I can stay at least here now for about 1 year again, but we will see. I do like it here. I mean, we are at the Black Sea here. Literally, the view from my room is on the Black Sea, so very nice. Wally, you have been very good actually. Look at this. Not that bad. No, it's okay. I mean, I am not very afraid at the moment about doxing because saying that I have a view on the Black Sea is like saying that I live somewhere in Georgia. Wally writes, I'm just stream sniping. Oh, very good. You're very good in this. Okay, friends, let's go over to our usual thing so that we can Devil Plane writes, good point, right? So stream tomorrow. Let's go. Everyone is missing your Sea of Thieves streams, my friend. I'm sure. Alright, so we are looking for the city called Funafuti. Funafuti, it is definitely some kind of an island. Maybe it's the capital of Vanuatu, of Tukalau or something.
Bamako.
That was right. That was right, friends. That was right. Bamako. I think that is here, Mali, right? I'm trying. I remember that I've memorized something like Mauritania or Mali with Bamako. Like it sounded like Obama. Bamako. Something like that. Don't tell Obama about this. It's gonna be angry. Bamako.
Beirut.
Oh, that was right actually again. Beirut is Lesbon. A Lesbon. Gaborone. We need to play Sea of Thieves sometimes. Yeah, but I still have to think how I gonna set up my... How I could set up my... Yeah, I'm not sure how we can do that. I have no screen which I could do that. The moment you have Xbox, yeah, I have an Xbox, but at the moment I am not sure how I can like stream over. Yeah, I have to look, because the problem is I do have a capture card. I still have it, I think. I send you a monitor. You have a monitor left? Over. Is it going all the way from somewhere here to somewhere here? It's quite a long ride. So, Gaborone is Botswana, right? But probably I just know because of the flag, actually.
Monaco.
Monaco is basically Monaco.
Georgetown.
I mean, that would be very generous of you, by the way. That would be actually very cool, but it would be great if you're going to be back. Devil Plane. Battlefield 6 GeForce reward. Why is that coming up? Okay, Georgetown. Georgetown. Isn't that an... Wait. What is this flag? I think I don't know where Georgetown is. I think I don't know where it is. Georgetown. Georgetown wiki maybe first. So there are a few Georgetowns. Wait. So there are... What? Formerly known as Georgetown. Yeah, isn't it Gambia, actually? Isn't it actually here in Gambia? Like the flag is Gambian, right? But wow, there are so many Georgetowns. There are actually so many Georgetowns. Look at this, how many Georgetowns are in the USA. It's quite wild. But I think it is probably about Gambia, actually. Yan Bure, is it this? Oh no, it's not, because the flag of Gambia is actually this, and not this. What is that? Georgetown capital. Oh wait a second. Georgetown, Guyana. It's Guyana. Georgetown is Guyana's capital on South America's North Atlantic coast. The city is culturally connected to English-speaking Caribbean region and home to British colonial architecture, including the tall Gothic-style St. George Anglican Cathedral. Georgetown. So it is Georgetown in Guyana. And we can read here and we can see at least something here already. In Guyana, Georgetown. I mean, the flag reminds one very much on... the flag does remind me a lot. And it was not Mozambique. What is actually reminding me of? There's also another flag with the green triangle on the left side. But we are probably going for this one. But let's take a look more about Georgetown capital in Guyana. Okay, so Georgetown is the capital and the largest city of Guyana. It is situated in Demerara Maihaika Region 4 on the Atlantic Ocean coast and the mouth of the Demerara River is this nicknamed the Garden City of the Caribbean. That's a cool name, the Garden City of the Caribbean. It is the retail, administrative and financial service center of the country, and the city accounts for a large portion of Guyana's GDP. The city recorded a population of 118,363 people in 2012. 118,000 people are living in Georgetown. How many people are living in Guyana actually? How many people are living in Guyana actually? 5 languages. The ethnic groups: 39% Indian and 29% African. 63% Christianity and 25% Hinduism in Guyana. That is surprising, isn't it, friends? So, in Guyana are living just 800,000 people. 840. So not even a million people. Now I wonder, why are there living so many Indians? Indian people, are they called like it? Was once part of the historic British West Indies, so it was part of the British rule. So maybe at some point the British brought people from India to Guyana. Is that the story. Georgetown is the capital of Guyana. It's also the country's largest city. Official language is English, but a large part of the population is bilingual in English and the indigenous languages. And also very interesting, actually, Guyana is the only country in mainland South America to have English as the official language. One of the... it's actually the only, it's not one of the only ones, but it's really the only one. The majority of the population also speaks Guyanese Creole, which is English-based Creole, and Guyana is part of the Commonwealth Caribbean. Okay, but now I'm still interested of why are there so many... Historically dominated by Lokono and Kalina tribes, Guyana was colonized by the Dutch before coming under British control. The Dutch and the Brits everywhere, just everywhere. It was governed as British Guyana with a mostly plantation-style economy until 1950s. It gained independence. Diverse population, which includes Indian, African, Indigenous, Chinese, Portuguese, and various multiracial groups. 41% in 2017 of the population in Guyana lived below the poverty line. 41%. Guyana's economy has been undergoing a transformation since the discovery of crude oil in 2015 and commercial drilling in 2019, with its economy growing by 49% in 2020. So 5 years ago, I think maybe before COVID, making it by some accounts currently the world's fastest growing economy. Guyana is poised to become one of the world's largest per capita oil producers by 2025, thanks to massive offshore oil discoveries. Since 2017, over 11 billion barrels of oil reserves have been found off the country's coast, the largest addition to global oil reserves since 1970. So for 30 years, there's never been such a big discovery of oil as in Guyana. And also, friends, there is a Pokemon in our channel. It is Roggenrola. That sounds like rock and roller. Why does it sound so funny? What is this? I mean, it looks nice. It looks sweet. It's definitely looking sweet. Okay. Okay, so what else do we have? Americans. The discovery positions the small South American nation as a major player in the global energy market. Guyana is now ranked as having the 4th highest GDP per capita in the Americas after the United States, Canada, and the Bahamas. Isn't that surprising? It is the GDP per capita is higher than, as it appears, Mexico. Oh, it's a GDP per capita. It's a GDP per capita, and as there are not living very many people. Actually, I have no idea about Guyana. I would like to know more about it. Let's try to watch a documentary. Maybe, hopefully, we're not going to be stopped again. How Guyana was made. South America's weirdest countries. Let's go for it. I hope Lost in Context is going to be happy if you're going to watch his channel, and also if you would like to watch it as well, giving a thumbs up, please use that link, follow, give thumbs up would be nice. I'm sure it's gonna be a quite good thing.
On the northern edge of South America are 3 small territories. Until about 10 years ago, not a single road connected them with the outside world. They sit on the edge of Latin America, and yet none of them are Latino. They're some of the world's least talked about places, and yet they have interesting stories to tell. Stories of calypso and cults, slavery and sugar. This series of videos is about the Guyanas.
Also, maybe, I'm not sure if we're gonna watch it without the music problem. I think it's even bigger problem if we're gonna have some music which is not like licensed, or which is not license free. Then we're going to have probably a bigger problem than just simply watching something.
These videos tell stories of places and peoples, as I try to find the echoes of the past in the lives of the present.
This is going to be a story about the Guyanas, perched on the top of South America. Originally, they came in 5 flavors: Spanish, British, Dutch, French, and Portuguese. But now Spanish Guyana is part of Venezuela, and Portuguese Guyana is the Brazilian state of Amapá. So when people talk about the Guyanas today, they mean these middle 3, British, Dutch, and French. The modern day Guyana, Suriname, and French.
Oh, so actually this was once called Guyana as well, but now it is divided.
Guyana. Only 2 of them are countries, because French Guyana is a department of France. In fact, France's longest border anywhere is actually with Brazil. The 3 Guyanas are unique in South America for never having been either Spanish or Portuguese. They are their own little worlds. In the words of travel writer John Gimlet, they've never known salsa or tango, bolivar, machismo, liberation theology. It's almost as though the giant at their backs has never existed. They are indeed their own little world. With a combined population of only 1.7 million people, the Guyanas are one of the most sparsely populated regions on Earth. Suriname, the size of Florida, has fewer people than Wichita, Kansas. Because the stories of each of the Guyanas are so interconnected, this video will tell them together up until the point of independence. At that point, the series will look at the history and context of each of Guyana, Suriname, and French Guyana in turn. So let's begin. In most of the Guyanas, the population is almost entirely concentrated on the coast, in 3 towns: Georgetown, Paramaribo, and Cayenne, each sitting on a major river mouth. 9 out of 10 inhabitants of the Guyanas live in this 10-mile strip along the coast. The region known as the Guyanas consists of what is called the Guyana Shield. Where the rivers run south into the Amazon, that's the Amazon Basin. Where they run to the Atlantic, that's the Guyana Shield. Its name comes from an Amerindian word meaning land of many waters, and that is spot on. The biggest rivers have mouths wide enough to contain the island of Barbados. But unlike many of the world's other great rivers, and make no mistake about it, these are great rivers, they are as much obstacles as highways. The rivers of the Guyanas don't allow shipping due to rapids. The only vessels that can go very far up them are canoes small enough that you can drag them across land. So the water has for the longest time sealed any interior communities off from the world, and therefore limited development. Without an airplane, it can take up to 4 weeks to get into the interior. All roads stick to the coast, and throughout the Guyanas there isn't even a single natural harbour. It has not historically been a recipe for economic flourishing. Huge tracts of the Guyana Shield are only vaguely described, and each year...
That's actually crazy, right? I mean, they're like... The world is actually a lot bigger than one feel, and I mean, in one type of thinking, the world is very small because we can fly around, we have internet connection everywhere in the world, and everything appears to be connected to everything. But in another way, the world is very big, actually. I mean, if you're trying to cross one country, it's gonna take you a while if you're doing it by foot, especially if it is like literally in the jungle somewhere, right? So
when scientists can penetrate to yield new species.
Surprising.
The Guyanas have the biggest ants in the world and the biggest freshwater fish. They have
oh my god, an ant as big as your paw. That is something wild.
Raise electric eels and swarms of bugs ready to drink your blood. It's either an ecological paradise or a tropical hell, a land that humans have never really possessed. It starts with a muddy coastline, which gives way to swamps, then the thick rainforest. These are bound to the south by the Acarai and Tumucumac mountains, which define the rim of the Amazon Basin. In the Guyana highlands, there are sandstone tabletop mountains called tepuis. Because of their steep sides, the tops of the mountains are completely separated from the jungle below.
Oh, isn't that looks like literally somewhere in Avatar movies, right? Like they do look like almost flying islands without any connection to the ground. I didn't know that those like kind of rocks are in the Guyanas, actually, Guyanas. And also, I think there is an idea about those rock rock or mountains, that they do look a little bit like big trees stamps. Like if big trees would have been cut, that is like the remaining of them. There are some theories about that. Let's say it like that at least, which is a little bit scary. I saw today the Avatar filming somewhere in China. Yeah, exactly. The Avatar, when they were flying through between the mountains. Yeah, that is somewhere in China. True. That is indeed somewhere there. Yeah, but in any case, right? It looks very, very interesting. Let me do 1 second. Videos. I'm gonna do it like that.
And our ecological islands have evolved
Guess who's back? Devaplane, welcome back. Great to have you with us again.
their own unique plant and animal species. They are also
We are still in Guyana and trying to find out more about it, because I have no idea about Guyana at all. How it looked, what is going on there, how it feels.
source of the world's highest waterfalls, such as Angel Falls in Venezuela. And it was to visit one of these that I got up early one morning in Georgetown, Guyana, to take a plane to the mighty Kaieteur Falls.
Dramatic music. Can you feel it?
We flew over Georgetown in Southwest, deep into the interior.
So Georgetown, the capital we were looking for, and why we are right now in Guyana. This brought us here, and this is where the flight started.
Throughout the Guyanas, both the regulated and unregulated gold mining is a serious problem. The work for much of it done by illegal migrants from Venezuela and Brazil, working in the shadows. The flight from Guyana's capital to its flagship tourist destination reveals mine after mine, scarring the forest.
Interesting. The topic with the gold mining we have had about Bolivia as well, right? That is interesting that here in the Guyanas, or at least here what we know about this, like a little Guyana now, is that there are gold mining as well, legal and illegal, as was the same problem in Bolivia. I'm quite surprised by that there is such a thing. Wow, that's really a lot of mines. And now we're getting to the avatars. Avatar Guyana, that's the part 3 of Avatar.
A short walk from the runway is the lookout.
What a view.
On this occasion, there wasn't so much to see, but luckily there are more lookouts, just a short walk through the jungle. And from there, you can see Kaieteur in all its magnificence.
Ooh.
Every minute, 24 Olympic-sized...
So Kaieteur is one of the highest waterfalls in the world. How big is it actually? Kaieteur waterfall, is it called like that? Waterfall. Yeah, let's see what's going to fall. What is going to to find? Waterfall. Kaieteur. That's how it's written. Kaieteur Falls. How big are they? Height. 226 meters. Okay. Cool. Interesting, right? Wally writes 53% Asia countries, but second try. Oh, you have done Asia 53%? Amazing, Wally. You're getting so much better. Great. Congratulations. And now I'm going to work and watch stream. Okay, thank you very much. And you're very good. That's cool.
Swimming pools of water fall 27 stories in height. A river almost as large as the Thames slides through the jungle and into midair to fall 226 meters and run down a valley more enchanting than any I have ever seen.
Maybe a game of GeoGuessr? Sure, why not? Let's do a game of GeoGuessr. Let's do a game of GeoGuessr while we're thinking about the Guyana. Alright, let's do this. 3 games. 3 maps we're going to do. I'm gonna do again, of course, to get a better. Here we go. Copy the link. So friends, if you would like to join, here is the link for you. Here is the link for you, friends. Devaplane. Here we go. I will join in 2 minutes. All right. Let's go for
in this stunning physical beauty, Guyana has collided with colonialism. Out of the jungle, the Europeans carved these little demographic experiments that became what the Guyanas are today. In the next part of this video, we will look at the people's history of the Guyanas. In telling the indigenous history of South America before Europeans arrived, nothing is certain due to a lack of written and even archaeological sources. With little stone to build with, the jungle pretty quickly has reclaimed most of what the indigenous people left behind. As a result, much of what I discuss here is going to be about what the Europeans did. Regrettably, the Amerindian perspective on all these things is largely missing. This is because the European sources are more or less the only ones we have. So whenever I say something like unexplored, that is always and obviously with the caveat that Amerindian people had been living in the Guyanas for millennia and knew the land better than anyone did, either before or in fact since. Now, you'll also notice I'm using the word Amerindian. Unlike in other parts of South America, that is the most
interesting, right? Amerindian. How's that? I'm very curious about that topic again, because now we have the Indian topic again. Telling us about how and why there are so many Indians.
Word used in the Guyanas. While I was traveling in the region, I was talking to a Makushi girl who told me that there's actually debate within Amerindian communities about whether Amerindian or indigenous is the better word to use. So it's not settled. She told me that Amerindian remains the standard, and that's also what I've read. So that's what I'm using, even if that isn't usually used elsewhere in South America.
Also, friends, there's a Pokemon in our chat. Arctozold. Pocket Cash, here we go. And Devaplane is ready. Let's go for it then. Devaplane is there. If someone else would like to join as well, please don't hesitate. Use the link which you can find here. And join. We will start in 30 seconds. So Devaplane, shall we do it? Shall this be our best round? I think it should. I think this should be our best round now. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start. Okay. 129. What? 129, friends. Okay, I think we're not gonna see anything here actually. That's what a feeling I get here. That's the feeling I get here. I mean, we're not gonna find any road signs or anything. And I think we are not gonna have a lot of time anymore. But the sun is in the south. So it appears that this has to be somewhere in the north. I'm not sure, maybe Canada then. Maybe Australia? You think so? I think it should be somewhere in the north. Okay. It was not Canada, but it was United States at least. It was at least the United States, friends. Oh, shit. I'm on the other side of the world. Yeah, but in a way you are very close as well, right? So it's like literally here, so not that far. If you are in the round world, of course. Here we go, next one. Okay, so the sun is in the south again. So it's the northern hemisphere. Is it again somewhere in the United States? Maybe in Texas or something? Or Mexico? Is that more like Mexico or something? I'm not sure. What do you think, Devil? What are your feelings? What are those things actually? There's quite a lot of oil rigs. New Mexico, maybe? I'm not that of a pro to understand, or Nevada. Yeah, it's quite a lot of... Like, probably someone would know, oh, this is this street, this markings on the road. Alright, Devaplane, that was Texas. And you've been, like, double as close as I was. Very cool. So it was, to be more precise, somewhere in the not far from Koyonasa, Koyonasa, and the Grand Falls. Interesting. West Odessa. All right, here we go. Here we go, friends. What is this? You're freezing? Wally, are you freezing? Okay, the road is called Magisterio. Magisterio. Sounds Espanol to me. The sun is in the south, though. Somehow. And I thought it is something like Argentina or something. Sun. So is it Mexico then this time? Is it Mexico this time? So I don't think it is the USA this time, right? How do those electricity lines look? Wow. What? Oh, it was... Wait, it was Mexico, right? This was Mexicali, friends. Here we go. That was Mexicali. So very close to the US border. Mexicali. I think that was our last round. But it was a very good round. I mean, we were just very bad with the USA, the second round, right? Alright, Devaplane, you wanna win another round? Or anyone else as well? Is there someone who would like to do another round? Oh no, wait, I wanna create a new one. Let's create a new room though, please. We're going to create a new room so that maybe other people can join if they would like to. Friends, here is the link for that. Can we do country specific? Country specific? You want to do Finland? Or which country would you like to do? Because I'm not sure if there is something like that actually. I'm actually not sure if I can't change here or anything, can I? Up to you. No, I think actually I can't change anything on this OpenGuessr thing. So I think I have to go with that. Mr. Ok Stream Hub World, hello there with on kick. Welcome to Together Better. All right, friends, if you want to join, you can do that. Oh wait, I can maybe change here something. Oh, I can. So what do you want to have? Devoplate. Countries. You can choose if you like. Finland? Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Let's go for Finland, friends. Country specific, I will not have any chance. I can't even find Finland at the moment. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. Alphabetical. All right, friends, here we go. Wait. What? Is that now a multiplayer thing or not? Wait, that was strange. That was strange. Let's try another one. It is Finland. Okay, here we go. Create room. Yeah, now it's working. So here it is. If I lose to this bold man, I will cry. Are you calling me bold? I am not a bold man. Not yet. So anyone else would like to join to go very deep into Finland, please use this link, and also this code if you would like to. You can do this here. All right. Also on Kick, of course, you can join as well. I'm gonna send it to you if you did not receive. Eve. Here we go. All right, so let's go, friends. In 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Finland. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought it's gonna be. Yeah, that is exactly what I thought it's gonna be. Yeah, this is obviously somewhere where there are a lot of trees. A lot of trees there. 5:15. I think it's Australia. That is not how it works. That is not how this works, my friend. You wanted country specific, so take it. Take country specific now. Now I want to see your master class. Like you're gonna be, if you're gonna have any mistakes over 100 kilometers wrong, then that's gonna be bad. I see. What are you going to do if you're going to lose? You will cry. Okay. It doesn't help me though. Okay, so this place was this one, but actually it could be anywhere in Finland because everything looks like that, I think. I thought it was Sweden country specific. Is it big country compared to Georgia? Yeah, Finland is bigger than Georgia, yeah. I mean, we can go for true size map. Just for a second. Georgia after this. So we're going for Georgia, the country, and Finland. So as you can see, Finland is quite a lot bigger. Yeah. I mean, this is like 4 or 5 times bigger. At least 4 times. That is Finland. Yeah, so 70,000 to 340,000. But look at this, the population is not that much of a big difference there. All right, friends, next round. Round number 2. To get better versus Plane. Oh my god, my friend. Why are we doing this? I mean, this can be literally everywhere in Finland. There's nothing specific about those roads. Welcome to Finland. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here. On GeoGuessr. Welcome to Finland. Oh, this tree! This is so famous. Everyone knows this tree. Yeah, what bird exactly? Oh, look at this. Plane. That was you around. That was you around, my friend. Here we go. You are good at this, it's telling me. I believed you. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, this is the road to Plane's house. He's living back there. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is where we should be. Yes, I see myself be there. Yeah, exactly right. Walking with a dog would be good here. Yeah. Too. That would be also good, Wally. I'm not sure. I have no idea where it could be. Ooh. I think this session goes to Plane. Why do I got just 3 points? That was very bad actually. Plane, congratulations. Applause goes to you. I thought it would have been cities. Yeah, that is not how it works, right? That is not how it works. Alright friends, that was a good run. Let's go back to our original topic. We are at the moment... we were looking for Georgetown, which I did not know where it is. And Georgetown, of course, is the capital of Guyana in South America. And we are looking now at a documentary, which is hopefully going to teach us a little bit more about it. Especially something very interesting to me. There are like 40% Indian population there, which is surprising. Yeah, like 40%.
America. So this is what we know. The Guyanas were largely populated with Arawak-speaking people. These are the same people that spread throughout the Caribbean islands, eventually being partly replaced by the Caribs, who also came from the Guyanas, and who gave the Caribbean its name. These two groups, the Caribs and the Arawaks, are who met Alonso de Ojeda's first expedition from Spain at the Essequibo River in 1499. After sorting through a few names, the Europeans called this area the Wild Coast. In theory, Spain was the first European empire to claim this area, as well as the rest of the Western Hemisphere, with the Treaty of Tordesillas in 1494, when the Pope split the world between the Spanish and the Portuguese. But even then, it wasn't until 1499 that the Spanish sent a ship, and they didn't stop for long. It was another 30 years before anyone tried to land, and they were attacked by the locals. Spanish interest understandably diminished after this, and they only ever occupied the northwest end, which is now part of Venezuela. The Portuguese colonized the southern portion, which is now the Brazilian state of Amapá, and the bit in between, well, that was up for grabs. So with the Spanish losing interest, the first proper European explorer was the Englishman Walter Raleigh in 1594. He was searching, like many at the time, for El Dorado. He told of rumors of a city made of gold and described an attractive woman with an environment overflowing with bounteous food, which stimulated more European interest. The people that became the Pilgrims in the United States actually flirted with the idea of planting New England along this coast. By the end of the 1500s, the Dutch were beginning to sniff around. They were the first to stitch together a viable economic entity. They were most interested in trade rather than colonization, and throughout the 17th century, the Dutch established trading outposts under the banner of the Dutch West India Company. They were always competing with the English, and both the English and the Dutch were periodically harassed by the Spanish and Portuguese, who argued that this was their land because the Pope said so. And the whole time settlements were collapsing because of being destroyed by the Spanish or Portuguese, or because of conflicts with the natives. The French joined this game of musical chairs as well, though their first attempts collapsed within months. For the next 200 years, the three great European powers of France, Britain, and Holland would snatch each other's colonies up and down the coast. These were wars that always began and ended in Europe, and there were 9 of them. First Dutch, Second Dutch, Grand Alliance, Spanish Succession, Jenkins' Heir, Austrian Succession, 7 years, American Independence, and Napoleonic. During this time, what is now Guyana changed hands 9 times, Suriname 6 times, and French Guyana 7 times. At one point, the Dutch had all 3, and so did the British. But throughout these centuries, this entire game was played out almost entirely on the coast. The Dutch, for example, only ever visited about 4% of the land they claimed. So at the end of all this warfare, the Europeans carved out shares that more or less reflected their military power at the time. Britain got the biggest part, an area about as large as the UK itself. This would become Guyana. Dutch Guyana was half the size of this and would become Suriname. Then France was left with the smallest territory on the entire continent, which would become France. I mean, it's still literally a part of France, but we'll cover that later in the series. All of this, however, is not to say the borders are settled. Venezuela, for example, right now claims almost 70% of Guyana, another topic we're going to dive into in the next few videos.
Venezuela is claiming 70% of Guyana, so it's like a probable topic of, yeah, like say stress between those countries.
So what were the Europeans trying to do? By the 1700s, the Europeans were addicts, and they would pay any amount to get their fix. Their drug, of course, was sugar. An investor in sugar could double his capital in less than 3 years, and sugar from the Guyanas created millionaires in Bristol and Amsterdam. The Guyanas became the archetypal plantation colonies. Sugar dominated.
It is interesting that he's calling out the sugar as a drug. I like that idea.
The economy of the Guyanas for over 300
Of calling it what it is, right?
years, creating a ruling class known as the plantocracy. Before its decline in the 1860s, sugar was 95% of British Guyana's exports. Sugar has shaped the Guyanas, transforming both the population and the landscape. You can still see it from space, mile upon mile of oblongs, sugarcane fields. For each square mile of cane, 10 million tons of earth needed to be shifted and 65 miles of drainage canals dug. And none of this work was done by Europeans. After finding that the native people weren't suitable as slave labor, mostly due to their susceptibility to old world diseases, the mass importation of Africans began. These colonies were entirely the creation of slaves. They chopped the wood, stacked the bricks, dug the canals, cleared the roads, planted the cane, and harvested the sugar. The history of almost everyone in the Guyanas, in one way or another, leads back to slavery. It's in the language people talk, the food they eat, and of course, in the people themselves. All the Europeans got involved in the slave trade. The Dutch brought the first slaves in 1652, and even minor players like the Danes and the Swedes brought human cargoes to the wild coast. But it was the English who made this an industry. By 1760, they had a fleet of 146 slave boats, capable of carrying 36,000 slaves. To quote John Gimlet again,
Wow, this is crazy. 146 ships carrying, capable of carrying
6 slave boats, capable of carrying
36,000 slaves. Whoa.
Slaves. To quote John Gimlet again, no one knows how many African lives were merged with the Guyanese clay, but it must be hundreds of thousands. This was the transatlantic slave trade, which between 1500 and 1840 transferred some 12 million Africans to the Americas. In the same period, around 3.4 million Europeans crossed the ocean as well. In other words, for the first 3 centuries of European colonization of the Western Hemisphere, for every European that came to the Americas, 3 Africans made the same journey. The crowds on the streets of this new America were African crowds. The farmers were African farmers. Until the later mass migrations of Europeans at the end of the 19th century, demographically speaking, the colonization of the Americas was an extension of Africa into the Western Hemisphere. And nowhere was this truer than in the Guyanas. The slaves were given new names, erasing their history, and they learnt the languages of their masters, usually English. Throughout Guyana and Suriname, the most widely spoken languages today are Creoles, Guyanese Creole in Guyana and Sranan-Tongo in Suriname. There are also the languages of the Maroon communities in Suriname and French Guyana, like Saramaccan, Ndiuka, Matawai, and Quinti, all based on English, though with substantial injections of African, Amerindian, and other languages. One of them, Ndiuka, even has its own script. And today's people of African descent are themselves divided into Creoles, who are...
Wait, what was that? Denduka?
Ndiuka, even...
Nduka, wow, look at this language. Nduka. Nduka. I've never seen that before. That looks very interesting. Oh, you can't see it behind me as well, right? I don't think that is better, it's even less. Anyway. Yeah, well, but it looks interesting. Can I actually... No, I can do it like that. Yeah, in any case, it's good. It's good. believe. It's an interesting language. I can't see it myself now. Maybe like this. Yeah, like this at least. Right. That looks interesting. Nduka. The Nduka language. Alright, let's go.
Even has its own script. And today's people of African descent are themselves divided into Creoles, who are mostly located along the coast, and Maroons, who are descendants of people who escaped slavery and settled in the interior regions, self-sufficient and beyond the reach of Europeans for literal centuries. In Suriname, almost 1 in 6 people are descended from Maroons or runaway slaves. For 200 years, they lived completely separately in the interior, speaking their own languages and practicing their own religions. In fact, in some ways, there was as much or more African culture in the jungles of the Ghanas as there was in parts of Africa. Theirs is a fascinating story, which we will delve into in the Suriname videos. Chattel slavery made slaves anonymous. They were something to be bought and sold in stores, entirely based on their physical characteristics. And the slave owners that ultimately owned them, for the most part, never even set eyes on them. They were thousands of miles away, safe from the disease and the heat, getting rich in London or Paris or Amsterdam. From 1652 until 1870, when the Dutch finally ended it in their colony, slavery defined the Guyanas. Meanwhile, as their lands were invaded by people from other continents, the Amerindians were forced back into the hinterland. Now they make up only about 3% of the population of the 3 Guyanas. However, even they played their part in the slave trade, respected for their skill in tracking down runaways and taking a place in the colonial hierarchy, just below the whites. And then, into the story, we have another group of people. Because for all of the scale of the transatlantic slave trade, the largest ethnic group in both Guyana and Suriname today is not African, and it certainly isn't Europeans. It is Indian. And no, I'm not talking about indigenous people from the Americas. I'm talking about Indians from India. After the abolition of slavery in the colonies.
Wow, it is as I thought. It is literally as I thought.
Plantations still needed labor, and so Indians were brought as indentured servants. Now they are about 40% of the population of Guyana and over a quarter of Suriname's. They too are a massive part of the story of the Guyanas, as you will soon see. To make it more complicated, you have the Hmong communities brought by the French from Indochina to French Guyana, and in Suriname, the substantial community of Javanese who were recruited from the Dutch colony of Indonesia, now making up well over 10% of the population. The Guyanas, you could say, are a demographic science experiment, composed mostly of people who didn't really want to go there.
That is very interesting. I did not know that there was a time when actually Indians were, or people from India were like shipped to other parts of the world to work as well as in terms of slavery, right? That's surprising, I think. That's definitely surprising. But this at least now describes and answers my question about why are there so much percentages of Indians heritage, right? Interesting, very interesting. Okay, let's put off this music, turn on this. Yeah, the name, where does this come from? The name derives from the Guyanas, an earlier name for a larger region that includes the areas now called Guyana, which was British Guyana, Suriname, which was once Dutch Guyana, and French Guyana. The Guyana region in Venezuela, Spanish Guyana, and Amapa in Brazil, which was once Portuguese Guyana. According to Oxford English Dictionary, the name Guyana comes from an indigenous Amerindian language and means land of many waters. So Guyana means land of many waters. So that is good that we have found also out that there is quite a big waterfalls, right? So basically the K2 falls are 4 times taller than the Niagara Falls. That's quite a lot, right? 4 times as high. All right. So what else? The land of many waters. The word cooperative in the official name refers to cooperative socialism. Okay, so it was very interesting. Please leave a thumbs up for the documentary we watched. Documentary. I'm saying that very strangely. That's why I was confused. What is going on? Something I'm misclicking here. Misclicking everywhere. So friends, here's the link one more time. Please follow and thumbs up for what we watched there. And maybe I should send it actually to YouTube as well. But I can't, I think, at the moment. Because somehow this is not working here. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't work, but it's okay. Governor loader is actually the same thing. Yeah, okay. Then the next time. Alright, so what are we going on to do? We are reading a little bit more of geography. Those are the Kyoto Falls. It's one of the world's most powerful waterfalls, how it's called here. Most powerful. The Rupununi Savanna. A large part of Guyana's territory is covered by the Amazon rainforest, the world's largest and most biodiverse tropical rainforest. A satellite image of Guyana. The Anomaloglus bibi in Cato National Park. The yellow frog there. Secretary of State Jay Blinken. State dinner hosted by President Republic of Guyana. State House. Well, we don't see a lot about the State House here. That's a very bad picture actually. That's the Supreme Court of Judicature, the High Court. There are 9 regions, or even 10. The land of the many waters. And here we can see there are actually quite a lot, quite a few rivers there, right? Tractor in the rice field on Guyana's coastal plain. Cross-border bridge from Guyana to Brazil. Guyana's population density, I think that is basically Georgetown here. Also, friends, there's a Pokemon in our chat. A great ball. I'm gonna use now great balls as well, Wally. I think that's a good idea. The St. George's Anglican Cathedral. Queen's College. And here's the flag. Alright, and of course the coat of arms. Are those leopards? Are they called leopards in English? One people, one nation, one destiny. Alright, very cool. We found out a lot about Guyana. I would say. I did like that.
Bridgetown.
Georgetown. So Bridgetown. Obviously because of the flag, because I do know the flag, that is not the Bahamas. Barbados. It's Barbados Island.
Port Louis.
Port Louis. Port Louis. The flag reminds me on Seychelles, the Comoros, and how are they called again?
Accra.
That was right, actually, but I forgot how is the island called? What's the island called, friends? The Comores, the Seychelles, and Mauritius. Mauritius. And the Seychelles is Victoria or something, right? The capital is Victoria or something? Yeah, Victoria. Okay. Mauritius is Port Louis. Okay. Accra. That is, of course, Ghana.
Jakarta.
Jakarta is, of course, here in Indonesia. Nuku'alofa. Nuku'alofa. How could someone not know where that is? Nuku'alofa is, of course, in Tonga.
St. George's.
St. George's. St. George's is on Grenada.
Zagreb.
Zagreb, of course, Croatia. I think Games Mike, though, our dear friend, was right about it. It is quite a cheating because we can see the flags. That's quite a cheat. That is definitely a cheat there. Yeah, but Zagreb is, of course, Croatia. I've been there a few times.
Managua.
Managua. Oh, that is interesting. I'm not sure where it is, actually, and I don't know very well. I don't know very well the flag. Sorry for... Is it the all-seeing eye on the flag? Managua. Managua. Nicaragua. Is Managua Nicaragua? That would be funny.
Porto Novo.
And it is right. Managua is in Nicaragua. Buddy, why? What about the dog? Why are you sending us dogs into the chat? Porto Novo. Porto Novo. We had that the last time in actually in our map Marvel session. Just reminds me on. It just reminds you about the dog. Porto Novo. Also, friends, we're at the moment also still helping the dog, which I have talked about. The one which was howling in the night, and then in the morning we found out that there was a dog with a broken leg, which could not get out of a territory which was behind behind the wall, basically. And we found out about that in the morning. We helped the dog out, and we found out that like 3 days or 4 days before we found her, she got hit by a car, right? And that's why she had the broken leg. But at the moment she feels better. She had an operation like on the leg, and she's already full of energy. She's very young, the dog. So if you want, I'm not sure if there's someone who would like to know about this, but we can give you also some pictures or videos the next time if you like. Porto Novo. Where was that, friends? Porto Novo, Porto Novo. Wally, does this Kirby mean that yes, we should show some pictures? Porto Novo. Wasn't it like Togo or Benin? Was it to go? No. Was it Benin?
Addis Ababa.
It was Benin. Okay. If it's okay to you, yeah, I think so. But the next time, I think I have to prepare because it's at the moment just on my phone. So I will have to put it somewhere. So to show it then the next time. What was Porto Novo? Yep. Addis Ababa. Wait, I thought it's Addis Abeba. But it's Addis Ababa.
Sarajevo.
Sarajevo. That is, of course, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Moroni.
Macaroni. Macaroni. Moroni. This is the flag which reminded me Guyana about. This is the flag. You see what I mean? So this is like the red pyramid or like triangle on the left side. And here it is like the green triangle. Wait, isn't that then... Wait, what is that? Moroni. Moroni, is that Mozambique? No, of course not. Wait. The Comores. Yeah, it was the Comores.
Oslo.
Moroni. Oslo, of course, Norway.
Dublin.
Dublin, of course, Ireland.
Vientiane.
Oh, Vientiane. Vientiane. Where is that? I remember that I knew it. It's not Vanuatu, right? Isn't it Laos?
Monrovia.
It is. Whew. Not that bad. Not that bad. Monrovia is, of course, Liberia. And somehow I'm memorizing it because the flag looks very much like the USA flag in a way, right? And also like Liberia sounds like Libre, like open. And Monrovia obviously sounds like Marilyn Monroe. So Monrovia is the capital of Liberia.
Podgorica.
Podgorica is something I like as well because it sounds like a Russian word, like it is something has burned. Podgorica. So I think this is... But this is not Montenegro, is it?
Yaoundé.
It is, of course. That's why it is so funny, because Montenegro means black mountain, and Podgorica sounds like the mountain is burned and it's now black. Also, you can say, of course, Podgorica sounds a bit like a Russian word for it is close to a mountain, right? Yeah, so many things you can try to find stories about the places. Yaoundé. Yaoundé. Sorry that Games Mike can't hear it. Oh yeah, you mean it's sad that Games Mike can't hear it? Who knows, maybe he's with us. I mean, not in a creepy way. He's always with us. Yaoundé. This is definitely somewhere in Africa, but I'm always mixing up the flags and also the name Yaoundé. I think I would like to find where Yaoundé is. It's in Cameroon, friends, of course. Yaoundé is in Cameroon. Yaoundé, spread over 7 hills, is the capital city of Cameroon. Is in the southern part of the country, the 20th century Notre Dame. The Victory Cathedral has a striking triangle roof. Nearby, in the Lake Quarter, the former presidential place is home to the National Museum, with cultural exhibits such as mosques and sculptures. Farther west, Mvok Betsy Zoo is home to primates rescued from the bush meat trade. This is all Yaoundé, friends. All Yaoundé. And it appears like one night in this hotel, the place costs about 20 euros or $20, let's say. One night, $20 in Yaoundé. Good to know. So I'm not sure if someone would want to go there sometime. So Cameroon, friends, Cameroon. We had quite a lot of people, like students, in my university where I have studied. Because Cameroon was once, I think, as well, like colonial under the influence of Germany. And so now it appears like a lot of Cameroonians can go to Germany to study. It appears like that. So let's find out a little bit more about Cameroon, maybe. Because I still don't know much about it, honestly. So Cameroon, that is the flag. Some pictures of Cameroon. There are giraffes. Some waterfalls. Okay, looks nice, looks nice. Interesting. So let's go for Wikipedia. Cameroon. Would you like to hear the anthem? I think I would like to. Peace, work, Vaterland. This is the motto. The anthem is Chant de Raymond. Also, friends, there's a Pokemon Hour chat. Pokecatch. Great ball, let's go. Alright, alright. Is it, by the way, better if it would be dark on black? I have to test that. I think it is better, actually. It feels better for the eyes, right? It's better for the eyes. So Cameroon, officially the Republic of Cameroon, is a country in Central Africa. Which doesn't mean like Central African Republic, but just Central Africa. It shares boundaries with Nigeria to the west and North Chad to the northeast. Part of the Gulf of Guinea, Atlantic Ocean. Due to its strategic position and the crossroads between West Africa and Central Africa. Yeah. It has been categorized as being in both geostrategic locations. Cameroon's population of nearly 31 million people. Quite a lot of people. 31 million people speaking 250 native languages, friends. In addition to the national tongues of English and French, the capital city is Yaoundé. Is there something like a pronunciation of Yaoundé? Yaoundé. It's actually almost how I'm saying it, right? Yaoundé. think. Early inhabitants of the territory included the Sao civilizations around Lake Chad and the Baka hunter-gatherers. The Baka people, known in the Congo as Bayaka, are an ethnic group inhabiting the southeastern rainforests of Cameroon. The Baka people. The Baka hunters, gatherers in southeastern rainforest. Portuguese explorers reached the coast in the 15th century. Fulani soldiers founded Adamawa Emirate in the north in the 19th century, and various ethnic groups in west and northwest established powerful chiefdoms and fondoms. What are fondoms? A fond is a chieftain or king of a region of Cameroon, especially among the Nji, Vidikum, Tikar and Bamileke peoples of the grass fields and the Libelium of the southwest region. Following the defeat of Germany in World War I, the fonds of British Cameroon came under British control. So they're chiefdoms and fondoms. So fondoms are, as it appears, like very ethnic, or just are in the region of Cameroon. And as we can read here, Cameroon became a German colony in 1884, known as Cameroon. After World War I, it was divided between France and the United Kingdom until 1960. So basically almost 100 years it was under one or the other kind of colonial influence. Okay. So 66% are Christian, 30% Islam. But the ethnic groups are very, very extraordinary, many, right? So the Bamileke here people, which is actually like the flag, right? So this is maybe why the flag has the Bamileke colors. Very many different ethnic groups. That is surprising. And 30 million people are living there. That is also quite interesting. So the etymology. Originally, Cameroon was the exonym given by the Portuguese to the Wouri River, which they called Rio dos Cameros, meaning river of shrimps, or shrimp river, referring to then abundant Cameroon ghost shrimp. Oh, this looks very ghost-like actually, the shrimp, the ghost shrimp. The country's name in Portuguese remains Cameros. Camaros. So as the river. Camaros. Alright. So there are some interesting different scripts in the history. It's a writing system developed by King Nyua in the late 19th century. The German rule, French-British rule, and independence in the 1960s. Body writes, when you mark text with blue color, it's not so easy to watch. Oh, when I'm doing that is not so easy to read. Okay, I'm going to check that out as well in the recording. But so it is better if I'm just keeping maybe little parts. But I think it's also confusing. So maybe just with the mouse. Yeah. Little parts. Okay, political culture. So there are some chiefs. Foreign relations. Military. А то режет глаза. It's like burning the eyes, or human rights, administrative divisions, geography, volcanic plugs. Cameroon is the world's 53rd largest country. The country is located in Central Africa. There are elephants. Alright, so quite a lot of things that we found out. What do you think, friends? Shall we watch some kind of documentary about Cameroon? Music and dance. Oh, there's a cousin. Oh, look at this. Plantains and bobolo made from cassava. Served with nodelle. What? What is that? Is it like ananas? Pineapple? What do you think? Cool. Cool. Isn't Cameroon the place where like the very specific kind of people living? Like what I mean with that there's a name for them, like gentleman dandy, like Dundee or something, I'm not sure. The dandy man or something. Like people who are really styling, or like putting a lot of effort and money into style yourself and so on. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if we found maybe some kind of an interesting documentation. Cameroon. I think there were too many O's, is it not? Discover Cameroon, all of Africa in one country. 10 interesting facts to know about it. Let's go. Friends, if you would like to watch it as well, and
Cameroon is a state located below Nigeria and
keep and give a like, please go there.
Chad, bordering the Atlantic Ocean. The country has known a colonial past of several decades, but this has not prevented it from keeping its traditions and its atypical culture. And since its independence on January 1st, 1960, Cameroon has remained a land of sharing and a place of diversity. If you're not sure why we say such a thing, well, stay until the end of the video and you will know 10 interesting facts about Cameroon. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Let's get into it. All of Africa in one country. At least, that's the reputation Cameroon has had for quite some time. Why is that? The reason is quite simple. This country concentrates a bit of everything that the continent has to offer, both in terms of geographical diversity and culture. It is estimated that 250 ethnic groups live in the country, hence its nickname, Africa in Miniature. This diversity does not stop at ethnic differences. There's also an important religious mix. The country is home to both a Christian community, which represents 40% of the population, a Muslim community that represents 20%, while another 20% are animists. In addition, there's a linguistic diversity, with a French-speaking as well as an English-speaking population. It's simple. You just have to look at a map to understand that diversity is an integral part of the country. It starts with the landscape. In the north, there are desert banks, then come the savannas, the high plateaus, up to Mount Cameroon, which culminates at 4,100 meters of altitude near the coast. Cameroon has also beautiful
4,100 meter. What? That is a little big mountain there. Where is it exactly? How is it called? Cameroon. Let's go for the mountain. Oh, I put it not in Wikipedia there. And not in Google. Mount Cameroon. Yeah, exactly called Mount Cameroon. Really? Yeah, 4,000 meter. That is very high. That is actually very high. Mount Cameroon. Oh, Mount... Wait, what? There we go. Wait, what? Isn't Mount Cameroon in... Oh, that is Cameroon. I thought we were already by a different place. Mount Manenguba and Mount Cameroon. Here we go. I mean, it doesn't look very surprising or something. But, David Beckup, hello there. Great team. I would love to support your channel and be a fan. You're welcome to be a fan, my friend, and thanks very much for your follow. To share my streaming schedule, I'm streaming every day. Every day but one day in the week at this time. And this is at the moment my streaming schedule. Great to have you with us. What do you like about the stream? If I may ask. So somehow this mountain is not very impressive, right? But it's 4,000 meters high. Interesting. Why isn't it like feeling that impressive? Because there's no snow? Is that the reason? Is that maybe the reason? I wonder. Oh, look at this. So this looks impressive. This does look impressive. So like having here the Atlantic probably, right? Should be. And then the mountain there. That looks quite cool. No, the follower was on Kick. Kick follower. David Backup. 00. All right.
For tropical beaches, before moving into the south of the country, which is home to the deep equatorial forest. Nature itself seems to want some diversity for Cameroon, and that is all to its advantage. True culinary discoveries. You thought you had seen and tasted everything in terms of cuisine, right? Well, unless you have already tasted Cameroonian recipes, you ain't seen nothing yet. If you can easily and expensively feast everywhere in the country, it is quite possible to make amazing culinary discoveries. We're not talking about simple strange spices.
That looks really diverse, honestly. And friends, there's also a Pokemon in our chat. What is this? A wild Petrat? Petrat? Oh no, did I spend a great bowl for the red? Oh no. Yeah, it is a wild Petrat.
Or sweet and salty mixtures, but about
Fractive, hello there. Great to see you. How are you doing today?
the ingredients themselves. For example, it is possible to
By the way, how to say hello in Swedish?
eat snakes in Cameroon. Yep, that's right. But that's not all. It is also possible to eat monitor lizards, a common
Wally writes, how do you know UTS red? Poke. What? Are we getting banned today? Yeah, probably. But why not? We should risk it. It is good to watch documentaries. No, I think so far it's good. So far it's good. Hey? And isn't there like a real hello? Like a little bit longer? Not just hey? Hey? How do you know it's red, Pokemon? No, it's a rat. You know, like a mouse? A rat. Because it's called like... How was it called? Like red something. Pet rat. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I call it like that. Hala. Or hala. Man, I don't know. Wait, we need a Google translator. Because I want to hear the pronunciation. Hello. Hello. Swedish.
Hey.
Hey. Wait, but there is a hello actually. Why doesn't it telling me that there is a there's a hello?
Hallå. Hallå.
That sounds like the German hallo. Hallo.
Hallå.
Hallo. Why is that A and O? Hallo. Is that right? Am I pronouncing?
Hallå. Hejsan.
Hey son, this is cool. Fractive, hey son. I love it. Pretty much. Fractive, you're not happy about my Swedish story. I'm feeling like you want to dislike me already. I'm feeling.
Common reptile species.
Fractive writes, I don't really like the extra letters. They seem unnecessary. Yeah, so far I think so as well. I mean, so it was not me, it was the extra letters. Doesn't make any sense. For me, it doesn't make any sense at the moment.
Hallå. Hallå. Hej.
Hey! Vad nu då?
Vad nu då?
Vad nu då?
Vad nu då?
Ja, vad nu då? Sorry, but it sounds a little bit like a German accent, like Saxony language dialect. Vad nu då? That's cool language, actually. I think I've never tried to learn Swedish before.
Jaså.
Yes, so. Oh, really? Hello.
Jaså.
Okay, sorry for the little...
As well as crocodile meat with another animal just as tasty.
Crocodile meat. Did someone eat crocodile meat before?
Termites. And if you think this is a joke or something dangerous, it's not. If you can find a good restaurant, the Cameroonian chefs will know how to cook these animals with brilliance so that you will not have the slightest problem of digestion. As for the taste, well, it depends on what you are used to. You should know that in Cameroon, viper meat was a dish of nobility. Don't be offended at the idea of tasting it.
I mean, if I understand it right, we saw earlier on Google, like Google Maps told us that there's the wild meat recovery station somewhere in the capital in Yaoundé, right? So I think they are eating quite a lot of bush meat, right? Which is called. Fractive writes, oh dear. Are you watching videos at... No, it's not. It's 1.5. Is it too fast? I mean, he's talking very slow.
The most natural.
It's just 1.5, my friend. Usually I'm watching videos at 2.0, yeah.
Owner. After hearing all the possible meats we just mentioned, you probably suspect that Cameroon is home to some very confusing wildlife, right? But if the viper and crocodile's meat have surprised you, then you're in for some more surprises, because Cameroon has many animals of the savannah to showcase. Among them...
Ah, okay. So if it's just 1.5, it's okay, right?
are elephants, giraffes, hippos.
I mean, it's not always possible to do X2 because some people are just talking too fast. But in this regard, we could do 2.0.
Buffalo.
But I thought it's a little bit too much for some people.
Antelopes, and even packs of lions. In addition, even though they can be seen on classic safaris, Cameroon is one of the very few countries in the world that have gorillas in their natural habitat. Unfortunately, due to human activity such as poaching and ivory hunting, nearly 70% of these animals are killed. The country is trying to set up protected areas. 70% of the animals are killed already. Hoping that these will be effective in preventing the extinction of some species. The country's economic sectors. Here we go on a subject very specific to the country, since it is its economic activity. This is what makes the country live, and it should not be neglected in this video. Thus, Cameroon has natural agricultural resources that are not lacking in exploitation. The most exported agricultural products of the country are bananas, cocoa, coffee, cotton, or honey.
For active rights, I usually just watch at 1x. Yeah, I mean, like 3 years ago, I just watched on 1x as well, but at some point, I started to watch... I was watching a lot of TED Talks usually, and I had the habit, like I watched a TED talk at 1.0, like 1x, on one day, and on the next day, just to memorize it a little bit better, I watched it on 2x. And it was very good in a way to memorize things if you're watching it 2 times. And now I'm actually used to this 2 times speed, and so it feels sometimes very slow if I'm watching on 1x.
Another exploitation that brings wealth to the country is the mining industry. Because of its geological activity, well represented by Mount Cameroon, for example, the country is home to iron, cobalt, nickel, marble, and even diamond mines. In fact, mining companies in
I mean, if like, I can do at least 1.25.
Vancouver and Toronto believe that Cameroon will be a major mining country in the years to come. Finally, the other area in which Cameroon is playing a major role is the oil industry. Fuels such as crude oil and gas are coveted and add economic value to the country. A recognized heritage. For this fact number 5, let's talk a little bit about Cameroon's heritage. 2 Cameroonian sites are on the UNESCO World Heritage List.
Oh, and Fractive, have you seen already? I think our now friend Marges has corrected the problem. We can now play together and get both points. You can do how you wish. Yeah, but I want to have that this be comfortable for everyone as well, right? So that's why I'm trying to find compromises. Compromises? Yeah, that's very nice. That's very cool. So we can do, I think maybe now of a Cameroon, we can do some guessing together, right? Would be cool. Are you in, Fractive, for map Marvel guessing of capital cities?
Which is a major asset for this country. The first site in question is the Ja Wildlife Reserve, which is also one of the largest rainforests in Africa, covering 5,000 square kilometers. That's bigger than Luxembourg. The other recognized site is the Sangha Trinational. This park is also dedicated to nature preservation on the border of the Congo and the Central African Republic. However, there are many other places that are worth a visit, such as the Bafut Chiefdom. This place is a microstate governed by a decree of 1977, once the era of colonialism was over. Today, the country still has several dozens of them, although they are losing their real influence, often to the benefit of mayors. The Cameroonian national football or soccer team. If there's one more thing that makes Cameroon proud, it is its national football or soccer team. This country is often talked about for its national soccer team, nicknamed the Indomitable Lions. It is the first African country to have reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup. This happened in 1990 when the team was selected by Valerie Nepomniachtchi. Scoring 2 goals against England, Cameroon failed to equalize before the final whistle and found themselves losing by 3 goals. At that time, the team's captain was the famous Stephen Tatau.
Fractive writes, did they show the unique buildings in the capital yet? No, not yet. There are unique buildings there? Like right in Yaoundé? Yaoundé? Do you know where exactly they are in Yaoundé? Or do you mean like this one, which do look a little bit like UdSSR? Very central? Are those the taxis? From which year is that? 2021? Nah, they're like angled like crazy. They're like angled like crazy. Maybe here? I don't know if it's a political building, maybe. Oh, there's just one of them? One crazy building? Shall we just try to find crazy building in Yaoundé? Oh, is it like... Wait, what? Is it... I saw it highlighted on the photos on Google Maps, I think. Oh, really? Wait a second. Is all of here as well? Oh, is it this one? It's a very small one though. Doobie-doobie-doo. Yeah, that one. Okay, okay. Yeah, it looks a little bit like I don't know. Yeah, that's indeed unique. It's indeed unique. But what are those buildings actually? This is Yaoundé as well. This looks even crazier somehow, especially like this. Or, oh, this is that the building? What is that? Very artistic shape. Yeah, that's true. The most iconic and outstanding structure in Yaoundé, the capital city of Cameroon. Every Cameroonian knows the structure printed on 10K CFA. What is that? That looks like something from I don't know, like the center, like the main building of a villain or something, honestly. Not suggesting anything. I don't know what exactly is in this building, but thanks to the head of the state for this great building structure that attracts millions of people throughout the world to come in yearly just to see the wonders of his reign. Yeah, that's a wonder. That's a wonder. Absolutely. All right, let's go further.
Tatal died in July 20. National.
So I'm not
Yaoundé,
very
the capital
into.
of Cameroon,
I'm not very into sport. So
is the city of civil servants. In fact, one can recognize them by their suits. So far, no problem. However, if you were told that in the city of Yaoundé, everyone is a little afraid of everyone else, you might have trouble understanding. However, this is indeed the case. In the capital, people generally keep to themselves for fear of running into someone close to a high-ranking person, be it a neighbor, a relative.
Oh, frankly, you're not in the sport as well very much. Yeah, I don't really get the hype. I do like world championships of something, let's say soccer in Europe. I do like the feeling when people are gathering, especially I've been in Germany when like I think the World Cup was taking their place. And it has a very cool feeling when people are uniting, watching together and so on. That's very cool. But otherwise, really, it's not my thing somehow.
Or an uncle. This is the reason why you can hear people say, "Do you know who I am?" during a collision in the street. On the other hand, and if the city can be frequented by...
Do you know who I am? No, I don't as well. After a collision in Yaoundé. Also, friends, there's a Pokemon in our chat. It is a Polyphene. Okay, I'm gonna first take a look on the Pokemon. Oh, wow, that's so sweet. Look at this. That's a sweet Pokemon. Something I would like to get actually now. Polyphene. Let's use then a better Pocket Catch. Wait, what is it? There's not just a Great Ball, but Super Ball or something. Super Ball. Ultra Ball. Pocket Catch. Ultra Ball. Oh, okay. Let's use at least a Great Ball. Great Ball. Greater Ball. Yeah, that's the best one. Greater Thunberg Ball. Oh my god, I don't even have Great Balls anymore. Ah, Great Ball 10. Here we go. Fractive. Yeah, Pokeball. Perfect. Perfect. Let's get the Dolphin. Let's get the Dolphin. Sweet one.
High-ranking people, it is necessary to know that the pickpockets run.
Wally writes 47 Pokédollars left. Nice. Wally, you got the Polyphene. Congratulations. Looks so nice.
And represent a public stake. They are very discreet and use blades to cut the seams of the pockets and recover their contents. Sometimes some pickpockets manage to sell to a person their own phone that they have just stolen. As you can see, the contrast between the different social classes is very pronounced in Cameroon. Cameroonian fabrics. Let's move on to the 8th fact with a traditional object of Cameroon, the fabric. It is important to know that Cameroon is divided into 10 distinct regions. Each of them has different cultures, and these cultures themselves have traditional costumes.
The fabric is very nice. Look at the colors. This looks very, very nice.
Example of this is the kaba and sanja along the coastal region. The men wear the sanja and the women wear the kaba. In the northwest of Cameroon, the togu and atogu are worn. Behind these fabrics, there's a real history of tradition. This tradition comes from the missionaries who brought Christianity to Cameroon, not appreciating to see Cameroonians dressed poorly. The Christians encouraged them to wear loincloths to hide their nudity. Time did its work, and Cameroonians eventually adapted these fabrics. Today, these outfits have evolved so that they vary from region to region.
So actually, there's a little bit of a sad story behind it. Like the colonial powers forced them to wear clothes.
Music. Since ancient times, traditional music has been the means of commemorating the facts and events that have marked a family, an ethnic group, or people during its life. The music of Cameroon is no exception and is therefore rich in sound and vibrations. One can notice the use of instruments such as vet, the tam-tam, the drum, the balafon, and many other forms of percussions. Nowadays, as everywhere in the world, the opening of the country and the new technologies have ended up having their influence on the Cameroonian musical universe, so much so that this music is proudly represented throughout the world, between tradition and modernity. Yannick Noah fits this description perfectly. Yes, the former tennis player of French and Cameroonian origin has been successful in the world of music with a variety of styles. Other icons of Cameroonian music are Charlotte Dipanda, Manu Dibango, or Ben and Grace Deka, whose favorite music field is Makossa, a popular music style. The Cameroonian flag explained. The 3 colors of the flag are the Pan-African colors. The green represents the southern equatorial forest of Cameroon, progress and the hope of a rich and prosperous Cameroon. The golden yellow represents the sun, wealth, durability, soil and savanna of the country. The last band is red and symbolizes authority and the link between the different regions of the country. Finally, the gold star, placed in the middle of the flag, represents the union of the country, which acts as a single, strong and indivisible state. The meaning of this flag is therefore very rich and evokes the deep values of the country. There you have it, folks. You have now learned 10 facts about Cameroon. Which fact surprised you the most? Tell us your impressions in the comments. If you like this video and if it impressed you.
Yes, friends, please. I think that was a very cool video, definitely. If you would like to help out, follow the link, go to there and leave a thumbs up and thumbs ups and follow. All right, friends, are you ready for the time where everything or nothing is more important than the right choice and your knowledge? In the game of the games, we are going in 8 players. Actually, I can do 20 players, why not? Doesn't matter, actually. Difficulty normal. Yeah, let's do normal for now. Oh, there's no hints experiment. No, well, let's go for normal mode for now. Okay, we created a session. Here is the session, friends, if you would like to go there as well. There we go. Here is the session. Also on all the Kick viewers. Here we go. If you would like to join. If you would like to go, please join the link and we can go for a nice run. A nice run there. If you would like. Here we go, friends. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, friends? Correct, it seems they are government buildings, by the way. Yeah, I thought so as well. And they do look, they got the feeling like some. Okay, Fractive is already with us. I'm in, maybe you need to refresh. Yeah, somehow it feels like we have to refresh now. Someone else would like to go in on our search for the capital cities? Interesting. I set up that there could be like 20 people. But there's still just like 8 people possible. So also maybe kind of a bug there. All right, zone 10 seconds. We're going to start. If no one is going to write or say that he or she would like to join, I'm pass. All good. Yeah, not sure if those settings work. Yeah, so far it appears like it's not. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Let's go, friends. We're going to go for the capitals. We're going to go for the capitals here. The first one, Singapore. Well, Singapore. Yeah, friends, look at this. It's working. We are all getting points. So good. Can you say Margus? Margus? Was his or her name Margus? Australia. Is it Sydney? How is it written? Sydney. Wait, is it not Sydney? Oh, it's Canberra. All the time again. That was bad. Yeah, not sure if those settings work. So what's the last thing? It was Canberra. Somalia. Someone know the capital of Somalia? Somali something. Oh, Mogadishu. Mogadishu. Wait, did I get now 2 points or what is that? What? I think there's something wrong about the information. What? What is going on? There's some problems about the sounds, I think. Lebanon. Beirut. I was the first one. Yoo-hoo. But wait, why do... Oh, because I have been the first one, I get like double points? Is that something? Azerbaijan. Here we go, Baku. Of course. All right. Azerbaijan is known as the land of fire due to natural gas. Yeah, I think it is where the hole opened up, right? Indonesia. We just said it before. That's how fast it goes. Indonesia capital. It's not... Jakarta, of course. Jakarta. Yeah, that was not so good. Indonesia is the world's largest archipelago with over 17,000 islands. Ethiopia. Is it? It's I think not Abeba, it's Ababa or something. Addis Ababa. Although I thought always it's Addis Abeba. Addis Ababa it is. Yeah, I'm always writing it now, still wrong. Ethiopia is considered the birthplace of coffee. Did you know that? I didn't know. Somalia is the birthplace of coffee. Oh, Ethiopia. Sorry. Spain. I was thinking too long, honestly. Spain has 44 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Okay, interesting. Capital of Serbia. Fractive, you are very good. You are actually very good. Or I am just very bad, but you're very good. Serbia capital. Can't remember. Bratislava. Bratislavo. Bratislave. Oh, oh, that was wrong. Oh, Belgrade. Bratislava was somewhere else. Serbian is famous for its traditional music and dance. Definitely need work more on capital that aren't in GeoGuessr. You need more work on capitals which are not in GeoGuessr? I see. Capital of Bolivia. 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 We watched today Bolivia, didn't we? No, it was Guyana. Sucre. It was yesterday. Oh man, that was bad. Bolivia has 2 capitals. Yeah, La Paz and Sucre. Wow. Oh, that's bad. We watched yesterday a documentary about it. And I've read a lot about that as well. But I forgot about it. But not that bad as well. But you have 100%, my friend, Fractive. Amazing. Congratulations. Perfect round. What do you think? Another one? Let's go for another one. I would like to do another one. Fractive writes things. Sure. Alright, we go. Capital cities. Let's go. Wait, I'm alone there. Fractive, could you try? Can you still join? Even if I have already started? Is that possible? Could you try it out? Is that working? No, it's not working, right? Yeah, then I will restart now. I thought we were still in one thing, but it appears like we're not. Also, there is a Pokemon in our chat. A Geodude. What is a Geodude? Oh, this is a Geodude, really? Cool. That's cool. Wait, where were you in the public lobby? No. Oh, wait, that is a globalization thing. So that was strange. So it somehow went out of the private thing and brought us to the global thing, like public thing. Okay, interesting. But here is now the new session. What am I doing right now? New session, friends. So here we go. Oh, you're already in? But also, if someone else would like to join, here is the link, friends. Also for our YouTube friends and Kick friends. We're all with us. All with us. All right. Wait, what happened? Oh, this is... Yeah, I was on Firefox there. Someone else would like to join so far? Otherwise, we're going to start in about 10 seconds. The round cap setting should work at least if you want to do more rounds. It did not. It did not work because I did, I think, more rounds last time. I think it did not work. Did it? Maybe next time I'm gonna change it. We'll try out the next round. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go for the capitals. It has worked for me previously, at least. Oh, okay. It was on. So maybe it should work. What is the capital of Eswatini? So Eswatini is there. But isn't it simply Eswatini as well? Eswatini. No? Then I don't know. Actually, I don't know at all, as it appears. Mbabane. Mbabane. Okay. Mbabane, yeah, now I remember. The country has 2 capitals, Mbabane and Lobamba. Mbabane and Lobamba. Capital of North Korea. I mean, South Korea is known, but it was North Korea. I actually don't know. That is bad. I probably have heard it. North Korea. North Seoul. Pyongyang, of course. Of course. Though it is written differently. Pyongyang. Pyongyang. I like it that the spelling is the spelling of the name of the weird names is hard. Yeah, it is. Capital of Oman. Oman is here, but the capital. Can't remember. I can't remember Oman. Capital. Maputo or something, right? Maputo? Oh no, it's Muscat. Where's Maputo? Oh, I have written Muscat, it's right as well. Muscat. The country is famous for frankincense. What? Capital of Portugal. Man, I'm bad right now. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's Lisbon. Right? Is it written this way? I'm not even sure. Oh, it's just one S. Lisbon. The country is famous for port wine and pastel de nata, whatever it is. Capital of Tajikistan. Can't remember. Can't remember Tajikistan. Dushanbe. Dushanbe. Yeah. Tajikistan is not on GeoGuessr, huh? I assume. I've written it even right. Now I'm surprised myself. Tajikistan is home to the world's tallest dam. It's not. Panama. Panama City. Panama. I think I need a hint otherwise. Oh, this Panama City. Okay. I was thinking, isn't it like just Panama City? Panama uses the US dollar as its currency. Costa Rica. Right besides Panama. Friends, any idea? Costa Rica. Just 3 things? Like a word of 3 letters at the beginning? Oh, San Jose. San Jose. Here we go. The country is home to 5% of the world's biodiversity. What? 5% in just one country? Mozambique. The country with a weapon in the flag. I knew it once, but I don't know anymore. Oh, Mosoto or something? Mosato? No. What was it? Mosuto. I thought so. I thought so. Maputo. Wait. I have written Mosuto, that was still right. Okay, they are very, very kind to us. Wait. Is it again just San Jose? No, it's not right. But it's almost close. Puerto Rico. What is the capital of Puerto Rico? Wait, it's San Jose as well? No way. Oh no, wait. San John or something, right? San Juan. San Juan. It's not San Juan. Oh, I love it. I love it that it is like very kind to us. It seems like when you write it without mistakes, then you get more points, is it? That would be good. That would be very good. That would be very, very good, actually. Oh, wait. I took too long. Seoul. Seoul. The country is home to the world's largest shipbuilding industry. Something I didn't know, honestly. Game complete, Fractive. Again, a mighty win. Congratulations. Very cool, my friend. Are you in for one more? I would like to play again, actually. Oh, I have to create it first, though. So it's not like just staying in the... Congratulations, my friend Fractive. Friends, if you would like to join... Oh, wait, I wanted to change the rounds. Maybe a little bit more rounds. Let's do... Actually, it's okay with 10. I think it's okay. 10 is okay. If some people want to join, can do one more? Awesome. Okay, so here is it. I'm gonna send the links and all the chats. Kick, here we go. YouTube, here we go as well. And of course, Twitch. Fractive joined the game. Awesome. Oh, this is now updated suddenly by itself. It seems to be hosting 2 games. What? Why do you think so? Oh, what? I've sent the wrong... Have I sent the wrong thing? Yeah, because it should be 32, actually. So, friends, sorry, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one, friends. I saw 2 lobbies in the menu. Oh, really? Maybe there was something wrong then. Not on my side. Okay, friends, who wants to join? You have 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right, the last round with Fractive for today. Capital of North Korea. Pyongyang. I think I've written it wrong though. Pyong. Oh, that was... Wasn't it like totally right? Nepal. Oh, Nepal. I think Nepal is not a GeoGuessr, but... Or is it? No, Fractive knows it. So it's on GeoGuessr. Nepal. Is it like Dala or something? Oh, Kishmandu or something. I was recently added to GeoGuessr. Oh, it was recently added to GeoGuessr. Kathmandu. Kishmandu. Kishmandu. What is the capital of Guinea? Guinea. Conakry or something? Isn't it like Conakry? Fractive, actually, I now wonder how good are you actually in GeoGuessr? It feels like you're maybe like really, really good. Sudan. Just Sudan. Oh, there's something with the cars. I remember that they have had something like a memorizing topic of a car. Something with a car. But what car? Fractive has it already, right? Wait, it is not Kathmandu, right? Oh, it's Khartoum. What was it with the car? Something with a car, I can remember. Khartoum. Friends, we have a Pokemon on our channel. The country has a rich Asian history. Catch. Catch. Oh my god, it's again Oman. And I forgot it already. That's not fair. Oh, Maputo. Right? No. Wait, Maputo was something else. Muscat, man. Muscat. Oman has over 500 forts and castles. Look at this, like, Fractive is not writing anything. He's just focused. And I'm just, oh my god, Ecuador. Fractive's happy. That's good. Oh. Wait, what? Quito, right? Something like Quito or something. Yeah, I remember at the end. Country has the world's highest active volcano. But Fractive was first, of course. Mongolia. Oh, that's a very cool name, but I forgot it. Mongolia is on GeoGuessr, so I assume, right? Isn't it? What was the capital? That was a cool name. It was so easy to memorize. Ulaanbaatar. Yeah. Yeah. Ulaanbaatar. It is, yeah. Ulaanbaatar. Bator, not Batar. The country is a home to the traditional nomadic lifestyle. Madagascar again. Oh no, not again. It was... Oh, this is something with ants. Antaguatuatuarita or something. Antaguataratuma. I can't remember. Okay, look at this. AN is already right. What was it? Antananarivo. Antananarivo. Who doesn't know the song? Yeah, this is not a GeoGuessr, right? Antananarivo. Ecuador again? Antananarivo. Quito. The Galapagos Islands belong to Ecuador and inspired Darwin. I think he said theory. There's tracker in GeoGuessr, but typically not. Typically known Madagascar. What is the capital of what? Wait. Rashma Allah something. Ramallah. Right? Man, that was long. Ramallah. Palestine, home to some of the world's oldest cities. Friends, and another round goes to Practice. You're so good, my friend. You are so good. But you have to memorize Antananarivo. Now you know it. Very cool, my friend. Very, very good. Antananarivo. Here we go. That was very cool. Practive, thanks so much. That was a nice run. I think I will try to do now simply as many capitals as I can. I will probably forget it a few more times. No. Antananarivo. Anta. I'm why I was still remembering Ant, because and is basically like the ant, right? And in Madagascar they're like specific animals, so this is how I somehow memorized the first part, but I forgot about this Antananarivo thing at the end. So one and a half years ago I have learned it, so maybe not that bad that I still memorize at least a few things. Okay, Yaoundé, Suriname, Guyana. Wait, what? Oh, Yaoundé was, of course, not Suriname, but Cameroon.
Bishkek.
Bishkek. Alright, let's do as many as I can, even if we are doing like mistakes and I don't know it. I would like just to do it as many as possible, so that I will learn more. Antananarivo. 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 Exactly. Okay, Bishkek, of course,
Bissau.
Kyrgyzstan. Bissau is Bissau, Guinea.
Ashgabat.
Ashgabat is Uzbekistan. Is it better in full mode, actually? What do you think? Yeah, maybe. Ashgabat. Turkmenistan.
Belmopan.
Belmopan. That is Belize, right? Belmopan.
Nairobi.
Nairobi is... Oh, that's Luanda. Wait, what? Nairobi's, of course.
Antananarivo.
Oh, look at this. Antananarivo. We have it. Nairobi is, of course, Ethiopia. Sorry for that. Antananarivo. Banana Arivo. Yeah, that's actually bad with the banana. How convenient. You can memorize it one more time, seeing how beautiful it looks. Antananarivo. Ant banana. Yeah, banana. That is actually a very good thing.
Brasilia.
Brasilia.
Sucre.
Sucre. Sucre? Really?
Rabat.
Rabat. Morocco.
Bangui.
Bangui. I thought always it's Bangui, but it's Bangui. Bangui is, I think. Oh no, it's Brazil. Where's Bangui?
Tripoli.
Bangui is in the Central Republic. Central Democratic of Africa. Wait, how is it called? Tripoli is in Libya. Yaren. 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 Is Yaren to Marshall Island? No. Majuro. Where is Yaren? Central African Republic. Central African... Yeah, I thought there was somewhere in Africa in there. And then I thought there was something with Central, but I forgot how it's called. Central African Republic, that's true. And this is the Republic... This is the Democratic Republic of Congo, and this is just... Is it just Republic of Congo? Man, I'm mixing those three up a little bit. Where is Yaren? Oh, it is Nauru. The capital of Nauru is Yaren.
Berlin.
Berlin is somewhere in China, right? Berlin?
Naypyidaw.
Naypyidaw. That is also a difficult name. Naypyidaw. I mean, to be honest, I forgot at the beginning of our world tour of countries, I forgot where Myanmar is. I did not even know what that is. Not at all. Because the name is so Myanmar. Naypyidaw.
Mexico City.
Naypyidaw.
Tokyo.
Tokyo is
Dhaka.
Japan. Dhaka is... What is Dhaka? Dhaka. Bangladesh, right?
Malabo.
Yeah. Malabo. There's something in Africa. That was here in Equatorial Guinea, right? What? No, it was somewhere here, but... What? Where's Malabo? What? What happened? What happened? Why did this open up? It is the capital of what? Now I'm confused. It's a bit strange that it shows the flags and it's true. It is helpful and it helps me to memorize the flags, but it's actually bad, yeah. Where's Malabo? It's Equatorial Guinea. Did I... Have I done some like misclicking or what is it? Oh, it is Gabon. I clicked probably on the capital of Gabon and they put like Malabo just like 60 kilometers away from Equatorial Guinea. I think that's the reason, right? Oh no, it's actually absolutely right. Fractive is absolutely right. It is on an island. I didn't know that. So this island is a part of Equatorial Guinea? Malabo on Bioko Island is a port city and the capital of Equatorial Guinea. Spanish colonial architecture includes neo-Gothic, twin-towered Santa Isabel Cathedral, the dark green Casa Verde. The Equatorial Guinea Cultural Center has gallery performance spaces. The south densely forested park Nacional del Pico Pasil surrounds Pico Pasil volcano. Okay. That is surprising. Yeah. Fractive. You're very good. And it is the Cameroon mountain visible in the back. What do you think? Looks like it, right? Or is it its own mountain? I think I would like to find out next time more about Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea. The next time. Because today it's gonna be a little late. But the next time. Malabo. Okay, okay.
Tehran.
But Equatorial Guinea is not on GeoGuessr, is it? Tehran is of course Iran.
Thimphu.
Iran, I think it's called. Thimphu is Bhutan, of course.
Tegucigalpa.
Tegucigalpa. That is also a crazy name. Tegucigalpa. But it should be Honduras?
Moscow.
Moscow.
Kampala.
Kampala is Uganda.
Caracas.
Caracas. No. No.
Luanda.
Caracas is Venezuela, of course. Everyone knows that, right? Luanda is
Dakar.
Angola. Oh man, the flags of Africa, that is something. And also, friends, there's a Pokemon in our chat. Some little... Oh yeah, whatever that is. It's like a tree running around on its... nuts, I wanted to say. Sorry. That looks a little bit crazy. Pocket catch. Oh, that's a cool. That's a cool what I'm writing here. Pocket catch. It works better the more H's you're writing. It's like screaming 3 in Harry Potter. Yeah, you're right. The mangrove or mangrove? I can't remember. Dakar. Wait, isn't it like where the Dakar race is taking place? And it's obviously somewhere in Africa because the flags are looking very similar. Isn't it like Senegal?
Freetown.
Yeah, it was. Freetown. African flags seems so similar to each other sometimes. They do, right? And also with the star in the middle. I also like Ghana, Cameroon, and Senegal. They look all like 3 stripes and some star in the middle. Games Mike. Привет. Добрый вечер. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, sorry for this down. Fragment Rice, how many of those flags are stripes of green, red, and yellow? As I said, there are at least 3 with stripes, but they do have different colors of the star. African flags. Let me take a look. Maybe we can find something beautiful. So let's take a look on this. We have Senegal with... Then we have also like Guinea, which is almost like Senegal, but the other way around. And without a star. Also very cool, Senegal and Mali. But at least it has a star. But nevertheless, about the stars, right? Cameroon and Senegal. Those are the two which are very similar. Which are very similar. But actually, if you know about that, those are the only one which have like the horizontal stripes with the star. Vertical stripes, sorry. Not horizontal. Multiple people can catch one Pokemon? Yeah, for sure you can. Didn't you know that? It's totally easy. Just throw the balls, everyone's get one. And Gibson writes, good, how are you? У меня все очень хорошо. Games Mike. It's all fine. That's very good. Great to see you with us, my friend. Games Mike, I think you are right now trying to memorize the flags, right? So basically, Proactive, not that difficult if you once memorize that Cameroon is the yellow star in the middle of vertical 3 stripes, and Senegal is the green star. Cameroon is like the... yeah. That's how it is. Though Senegal is not more green in this regard. Yeah, but the colors and everything, right? I mean, all those carousel look very similar. So there can be problems with Guinea and Mali. Also, don't mistake Mali for Senegal. And of course, here like Bissau Guinea and Benin, they're quite similar as well in a way. Fractive writes, seems the green, red, yellow flags are mainly in the west, at least. Yep. I mean, this green, red, green is like the para-African colors, as was told us when we were watching the documentary about Cameroon. So this is like the pan-African colors. Green, red, yellow. Yeah. I mean, Ethiopia has also the green, yellow, red topic, but because of its unique star, it is at least quite... yeah, maybe it's because of the desert in the north. Yeah, here's everything desert, yep. Desert. All desert. That's how it is. Oh man. Games Mike, how is your flags learning doing? Do you know all the flags already? The flags of the world? Freetown. Friends, Freetown. I learned them. So you know them. That's what I learned them with a big ED at the end. Freetown. Freetown. Somehow also the flag is not telling me. Freetown. Friends, I don't know. I have simply to click on Cap Verde a few times. What? Sierra Leone? Wait, what? Sierra Leone is Freetown? Okay. Yeah, now because we were watching so many flags and they were all green, red, green, white, green, white, green, yellow, red. I thought that is not in Africa, right? Okay, that was bad. Freetown. So here's literally Liberia with Monrovia, right? And right besides it is Freetown in Sierra Leone. Okay. All right, cool.
Lima.
Lima. Isn't it Peru?
Kigali.
Yeah. Kigali. Isn't that Burundi? No.
Banjul.
Wait, that is not Burundi, that was Rwanda. Is Kigali. Banjul. 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 How many of you know where Banjul is? Because I don't. Oh my god. It's of course. What is that? They're like trying to... It's the Gambia, right? It's the Gambia. Oh, what is happening? Banjul, yeah. It's the Gambia. It's the Gambia, friends. Banjul. Okay, okay. Cool.
Brussels.
Brussels, of course, Belgium. Don't misclick.
Bratislava.
Bratislava. That is what I was mixing up Moldova before. Bratislava is of Czechoslovakia. Slovakia is here.
Praia.
Praia. Praia. Wasn't it the flag that we just saw? Isn't it Cap Verde,
Buenos
right?
Aires.
Praia, yeah. Buenos Aires. Port Vila. What is that flag? I'm not sure if I've seen that before. Don't know actually where it is. Vanuatu. That is Vanuatu? Port Vila. Port Vila. Vanuatu. Cool. That's cool. Port Vila is the harborside capital and main hub of Vanuatu. On Efate Island, its small downtown is home to colorful markets, stalls selling produce and local handicrafts. The National Museum of Vanuatu inside the Vanuatu Cultural Center displays artifacts such as slit gong drums and outrigger canoes. Outrigger. Outrigger. What are outrigger canoes, friends? Search for outrigger canoes. Ooh. Okay, but single outrigger canoes and double outrigger canoe. Interesting. So this is something that we can find in Port Vila, the capital of Vanuatu. The town is the base of diving and trips to Mealy Cascades and multi-tiered waterfall. Multi-tiered waterfall with rocks. Okay, I'm getting tired. Obviously, I'm getting tired, friends. And also, it's all quite late already, so let's do just a few more. Port Vila was Vanuatu.
Skopje.
Skopje. That is North Macedonia. There.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Netherlands.
Pyongyang.
Pyongyang. North Korea.
Beijing.
Port Vila, Port Moresby, Port au Prince, and Port of Spain. Are those all the capitals which are something has to do with port? My friend? Is that what you wanted to say? Port Vila, Port Moresby, Port au Prince. Where's Port au Prince? Wasn't it like Port of Spain? Can't remember.
Vaduz.
Vaduz. Isn't that Liechtenstein?
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg.
Islamabad.
Islamabad, of course, in Pakistan.
Guatemala City.
Guatemala City.
Gitega.
Oh, Gitega. I can't remember the flag as well. It's not helping. There's more? Oh, that's why you wanted to continue with the 3 points. USB port. Yeah, Port Vila, Port Moresby, USB port. Under a few more. Gitega. I think it is a flag of Africa, but where exactly is it? Gitega. Teleport. The capital of Uzbekistan. Yeah, there's so many stands, right? So many stands. Uzbekistan, Uzbekistan. USB port. That's very good. I like it. Also, friends, there's a Pokemon our catch. I mean, chat. Catch. If you want to catch it, I mean. You don't have balls already? Didn't I buy like thousands of balls the last time? Pokeshop, Pokeball 10. Okay. Here we go, friends. So where is Gitega? Don't know where Gitega is. Burundi. Capital of Burundi, friends. Of course. Is my keyboard not working? Burundi. Wow, look at this. That's round. What goes around? That's interesting that the main picture is like a rally here. Alright, Gitega. Gitega, formerly Kitega, is the political capital of Burundi, located in the center of the country, in the Burundian Central Plateau, roughly 62 kilometers east of Bujumbura, the largest city and former capital, maybe. Kazakhstrana. Kazakhstan. 5 Pomeballs and 48 Poké-dollars left. Pomeballs. That sounds somehow delicious, I don't know. Give us some Pomeballs. Yeah, exactly. That is the perfect picture of a pomelo. Kazakh strana. All right, friends. I think we should bring it to the end for today. Masaru is Lesotho, right?
Prague.
Prague.
Andorra la Vella.
It's of course Andorra, capital.
Harare.
Astrana. Astrana. Oh, you mean like Astana? Astrana in Kazakhstan. Yeah, that's true. Harare is Zimbabwe.
Basseterre.
Basseterre. Where is Basseterre? Oh, this is St. Kitts and Nevis.
Helsinki.
Mhm.
Sao Tome.
Sao
Seoul.
Tome in principe, Seoul.
Athens.
Athens, it's Greece.
Rome.
Italy.
Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur. France, where's Kuala Lumpur? Wait, what? Is it Cambodia? No. What? Singapore or what? Wait, is what? Malaysia, of course. Kuala Lumpur is Malaysia. Of course, friends. Majuro. Isn't that
Copenhagen.
It's Copenhagen, it's Denmark.
Santiago de Chile.
Santiago. Havana.
Yamoussoukro.
Yamoussoukro. Yamoussoukro isn't like somewhere here.
Bogota.
Yeah, Yamoussoukro is. Wait, what is that country? I don't even know what a country is anymore, friends. Okay, I have really to stop, but I can't. I want to continue. Where is Lome? I don't know. Oh yeah, of course.
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Port of Spain.
Where is Port of Spain? Oh, Tobacco and.
Ulaanbaatar.
Okay. Friends, it's enough. It's enough. I am getting too tired. That was a very cool round, though. We have learned a lot. We have learned a lot about the Guyanas, Cameroon. Actually, a lot. Next time we're going to learn a little bit about Equatorial Guinea, because I don't know anything about it. Voila. Games like Ebola. Wally writes, thanks for the stream. Was fun. You're welcome. Yeah, and redeemed the highlighter. I can see it better now. Thanks. But you don't have to use it, of course. All right. So what do you think? You want to go to someone who's geoguessing? I can send you them. Go. Always just go. Much knowing GeoGuessr. There's someone Russian. GameStop, you want to go to someone speaking Russian? What do you think? Much knowing GeoGuessr? Miserable channel. Wait, his name is Miserable Channel. I'm not sure if I want to send you there. I'm not sure if you want to send you there. Пойдем, поехали. Somehow it's not opening though. What about Monster Shusa?
Месяц, мегафон.
Это насру. Остался на улице, блин.
I'm not sure if you're gonna learn good things in those streams though. All right, let's go to Monster Shusa. Why not? It's the first time I think we're going to send someone to an English speaking, not English speaking channel. Leave him a follow maybe if you like, but in any case be nice. All right, friends. Bye bye.